Well, it's mid-August 2021 and been about 3 months since being back at Grand Isle, Louisiana, but finally able to get out there with some camping. Thanks to the folks at WakeSide Marina and BridgeSide Marina, just super nice. And a special thank you to Rob for taking this picture of me. Took a few nice photos while I was kayaking the first evening. Just a very pretty evening and a great way to start the trip. Hope you enjoy the video ahead. You'll see some good action the next morning.
This is just amazing. You wonder why the fish are biting. You can literally hear these things bubbling on the water, mullet everywhere. All you got to do is get your jig just slightly under them. And I mean, it's hammer time. They're hitting it every single cast. I've probably caught 50 and I've been just goofing around, no camera, no bag, no nothing. Tried top water, they won't hit the top, but they'll hit it about a foot under. Amazing stuff. Right around 6 a.m. Just launching from the campsite. Fantastic little spot right here on the water. Grand Isle, Louisiana. We're going to try to catch some top water to start. Haven't had any luck yet, but hopefully we can reproduce yesterday. Over 100 trout caught. Didn't bring my camera or my fish bag. Threw everything back. What an awesome day. Let's have another one. Man, they're hitting it every time. Right at the boat. So cool. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, after a couple of topwater trout, we started to connect with some really big fish, and they were breaking me off. You'll see the action ahead. So I switched to straight braid and a single hook spoon. Smart move.
Either a shark. Oh, he broke me off. I bet that was a shark, and I've lost my topwater bait. Ah! I'll lose all my baits. All right, we've got giant jack crevalles, redfish, something busting the water. There we go. Oh, it's almost every cast if you get it in there. Had to switch to straight braid. All right. Get out of there. Oh, we got a huge one. That's it. Get out of there, away from those pillars. All right, we're going for a ride, fellas. This is incredible. Big one. I switched to straight braid and a single hook. Man, if this is a redfish, we got the redfish of our lives. But I probably think it's jack crevalles. You can see them busting back there. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go get him. He's gonna spool me.
So the loud noise you hear in the background, that's the giant jack crevalle just hammering bait fish on top of the water. Amazing occurrence when that happens.
So much fun. It's been a long time, 2 years since I've been able to do this. Uh-oh, he's trying to take me back to the bridge. Holy cow. Woo! It is 8:34. I'll say this sucker was hooked at 8:33. We'll see if we can get him and see how fast. Taking me out to the sea.
These things just dive down and don't give up. They will pull you around for a while.
Oh, huge jack crevalle. Big old fish. Wow. Big old huge jack. Look at that thing. There you go. There's your first view of him. Look at that thing. Man, still got some work to do, for sure. Yep, look at him. Trying to get a second wind. I gotta get this thing up. Come on. Right at the boat. Right at the boat. Whoa. Let's try to get him up for a picture, but I don't know. He's so big. All right. Look at that beautiful fish. 8:45, so that was about 12 minutes, but it was a battle. Huge jack crevalle.
So after finally landing this fish, I had to bring him back and show him to Clark, a very nice guy I met who was fishing off of the pier.
I didn't know if I was gonna get him up.
Oh, he's beautiful.
That's a big fish.
Yeah, he is.
Holy cow. He's drumming. Woo! I'm gonna let him go.
For tonight.
Huh?
That's something for tonight.
It's so fun, man.
Oh yeah.
God. Especially when you see them like that, it's just the anticipation, you know they're gonna nail it.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, I had to get him up. Luckily, he swam away from the columns.
Yeah.
But man, I'm gonna let him go. I hope he's got some good energy. He's not kicking yet. Come on, buddy.
I wasn't the only one that was tired. It took a while to revive this thing, but glad to send him off healthy and on his way. And then it was back to catching trout. Another great day, probably 60 or 70 caught, along with that huge jack crevalle. Really, really nice day overall.
All right. I'm hitting it every single cast. It's not big. Big enough.
Well, the morning of the third day, I was greeted right outside the camper with this little show. I think it was a foreshadowing of an amazing day with Dolphin that was about to come. Enjoy the video. Looks like a shark is coming right at me. It's only 2 feet of water right here. Maybe he's coming in for breakfast. Look at that, amazing. There's actually a couple of them. Big dolphin out here. There he goes. Holy cow. Dolphin mating. That is fantastic. I mean, just could watch that all day. Right here, kayak parked along the edge. Right at the camper. And here's just a couple hours later that same day. A day full of small speckled trout and lots of dolphins.
Every single cast. Hard to hook. They're little, but when you do hook one, this dolphin will come chase it in. Oh, he tried to hit it. Look at him, right on it. There he goes. See the nose of him right there. Look at him. Beautiful. He won't hit it when it's on the line. Too close to the kayak, but now he's going to wait for me. And I'll feed it to him. Just went right underneath. Boom. There you go, buddy. It's amazing.
And just when I thought it was about the coolest thing ever that these dolphin were sitting right by the kayak waiting for me to feed them, it was a little bit later when I was finished fishing for the early part of the day. They swam back with me the entire trip back to the marina, crossing back and forth under the kayak. I think that was their way of saying thank you for feeding them. Cool animals.
Huge red. One of the biggest ones I've ever caught. Beautiful.
Well, after a full day with the dolphin, I was able to finish up the evening with the biggest redfish of my life. This one was close to 40 inches.
Feel him kick. There he goes. Alright, finally got one here. Actually, I won't take it too long.
The last half day was spent out in the marsh. Some really good marsh waters out there surrounding Grand Isle, and it's a good way to escape some of the wind. The wind had picked up a bit. This was a nice redfish that came up and tagged my spinning lure with a matrix shad on it. Managed to catch this, and then you'll see another trout here upcoming. But what a beautiful redfish this was. Fun to catch.
Perfect keeper size. Amen.
One of the cleanest looking redfish I've ever caught. What a good little fight that was.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's a big trout. Wow. He came up and tagged it in the mark. Man, I thought that was a redfish for sure. That thing moved way quick. Beautiful. Good one. Really good one, especially for the marsh.
Well, that was one solid trout to end the trip on and led into a great meal that night. Nothing better than fresh trout. This was the one I cooked up, a little blackening, put a little cheese on some bread, and then put that bread in the pan right after finishing up the trout. That's a game changer. It soaks in all the flavors into the bread. Pretty healthy little meal there. And again, another great trip to Grand Isle was about to conclude. Man, I love that place. I hope that you can get out there as well. And I'm looking forward to my next trip already. Can't wait. Take care, and thanks for watching the video.